the energy source. Okay. Capsule is running. Chandrayaan 1 successfully enters lunar orbit. This is really wonderful. Look at this running title here. Chandrayaan 1 successfully enters lunar orbit. Wonderful, wonderful.
Dullness and aging.
Right. Now, the very first question, how this was originated, how moon came into existence. Okay? Whenever you write your biodata, you write date of birth. So, what is that date of birth and how it came into existence? Scientists are not sure even now. That's a mystery. And one of the objectives of all these recent moon missions was to study those minerals or those surfaces or whatever and come out with a conclusive answer that how it was created. So there are various theories going on. One is that the earth fission, some radioactive elements inside created energy and just like nuclear fission, earth fission into parts and moon was created. That's one theory going on. Another theory is that when all these small particles were being collected and all these planets were being formed, that time itself some particles collected to form the moon, and since it was close to the earth, Earth's gravitation just captured it and put into that nearly circular orbit. And another is that some heavy impact took place with moon, with the earth, and then a big chunk of that was excavated because of that impact, and from there the moon was created. So there's one question, how did the moon originate? There's water. Do we have water? So several moon explorations from NASA were focused towards this question. Okay? Because somehow they got some data which suggested that there are a lot of ice on the polar regions, south polar regions. North Polar region. So specific probes and specific experiments were designed, and those spacecraft were sent to explore whether ice is there or not. If it is there, it will be a big relief to them, because if they want to habitate there, if the water is there, what else? Okay, all our cultures, civilizations were they flourished on the banks of rivers. So water is something very important if you want to utilize that land. But those missions really did not conclusively tell anything about it, whether the water is there or not. So that question is still unanswered. And many of the things which are going on Chandrayaan 1 will also look at that. Then topographical structure, then energy-relevant minerals. So these are some questions which are still unanswered. Basic parameters, Now the journey towards moon, it started with Russian spacecraft Luna 2 landed on moon. That was the first man-made object which landed on moon. That was 959. And then Apollo program of NASA 61 to 75 and Lunar program of USSR. They were going parallel, side by side. And there was almost a competition who sent more number of spacecraft and so on. So this was a period up to 75, from 60 to 75, those 15 years. So many missions went there, right? These are Apollo 11 pictures. Neil Armstrong coming from the spacecraft and putting the first human foot on the moon surface. And here this Aldrin, his companion, he is coming down. This is also Aldrin. And what is this? This picture you must be knowing. Right, it's written here. So there is the Earth rising from the moon's horizon, Luna 1. So these were missions. Now this is only part of it. These are all missions. These are American missions and these are Russian missions. So from something like say 60 to 75 here, this is 75. You have so many moon missions, spacecraft going to moon, some landing there, some orbiting there, some manned and some unmanned. Okay? But after 75, the moon was left alone. The moon was left alone, and that broke about after that 14 साल का वनवास. So almost 14 or 15 years after that, Galileo, 1990, this spacecraft was went there, and they discovered this biggest crater in the solar system known so far. Right? This impact basin is 2,500 kilometers in diameter. So what impact had created that basin, that we do not know, but this is the largest crater that was created, or the impact basin that was created known so far in solar system. And from there, once again, things were not that lonely, and then Japan sends its this Haiten Hatamoro. Haiten is the main orbiter which orbits the moon, orbited the moon, and this was a sub-satellite which was separated from this main one, and then it was supposed to go closer to the moon and orbit there, but somehow the electronics did not work well and this and that, and the communication with this thing was lost, and nobody knows what happened to this. And then the main orbiter was also made to crash in 1993, and that was the end of it. Then this Clementine European American mission, and then this Lunar Prospector 98, 99. So, and why this renewed interest? This renewed interest because the imaging technology and the digital electronics, there were huge advances in those areas in that period. So the capability of exploring increased to a great level. And then again scientists